Hey,
What's going on?
you think
What's
Blue
going on?
Origin's cooked?
What happened?
Their rocket exploded on the tarmac. I don't think it cooked, but it depends on how much. Yeah.
Was it a test flight? What was it? Or do they actually have customer payloads on it?
It was beginning a static fire test of New Glenn rocket. So if it's a new rocket, it probably is.
Okay, yeah, it was a test flight.
It's probably just like SpaceX. It's like they expect. Yeah, this probably will happen. But I guess they've had a few of these. But I guess it's. I wonder if they're doing the same thing as SpaceX and like, okay, yeah, if we blow up a few rockets as expected. So I think the first 3 of theirs all failed or blew up, didn't it? And they were kind of like down to their last dime.
You talking about SpaceX? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if you're not gonna like what I'm about to say. I wonder if the the software development floor for SpaceX is 70% foreigners.
It might be. I mean,
No, it's not.
I think I think Elon Musk just hires whoever is the best. And that's what he does.
Well, that's fair, which means that if you're hiring whoever is the best, are you really going into foreign markets and bringing them over on H-1Bs, or are the best people, quote unquote, either coming from, like, I don't know, the 0.01% university programs, or you just Google a topic that you're interested in and they have blog posts around that area. Like, how do you hire the best?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know how I would hire the best. To me, I would just whatever area that I'm working in, I'll Google it, and then whoever the contributors to that knowledge base, I would reach out to them. So, anyways,
Maybe.
you're so neutral. How's everything else going?
Yeah, kind of been shitty, but better.
Still?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's been. I'm starting to wonder too if this is just a seasonal thing or something, or if something else is going on. Because
It's summertime. It's not holiday season.
well, it's like pollen season and stuff like that. Like trees are dropping their shit everywhere. And
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I thought you were talking about your psychological. You're trying
Yeah.
to get through something. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's all related or what, but yeah, I don't know. I've try to take it easy this week. Done walks every day, pretty much. Trying to drink enough water. I haven't had any sort of substances or anything, like no alcohol.
When's the last time you actually got a runner's high and got your dopamine hit?
Oh, that's like I haven't run since October.
Well, I'll challenge you to do that.
Yeah, as I've been doing these walks, I've been thinking about it. There's a 5K I've done, or if you can do 10K too, for the last how many years it's been like 5-6 years, I suppose. Within around 4th of July, and so it's like, well, if I started now, I could easily get back up to doing that. I'm sure, but yeah, I probably should take some more, another look at doing running again and just
Or bicycling.
Probably.
Or bicycling.
I don't know. I don't know why everyone says like, oh yeah, my knees hurt, so I bicycle. Like my knees hurt if I bicycle. Running, I'm fine generally, but bicycling, no.
No, I don't really have any knee issues when I bicycle. And the cool part is if I actually push myself to take a different route, it's so much more enjoyable because I'll usually discover things that I never even knew about that's in my own neighborhood or sometimes in adjacent neighborhoods. Like I discovered a golf course that I never knew existed in Miami Beach. And this was earlier this week. So it was inside a gated community that you would never be able to access with a car. But if you're on a bicycle, you can access it. So do you have a bicycle?
Yeah. Yeah, I have one.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a bicycle. It's anyways, yeah, I've got a bicycle. I don't use it very often because, like I said, it's uncomfortable to ride a bike for me. Between the one's a solvable problem, which is the actual seat is just painful to sit on, but the other problem of just knees and that particular the way that you thrust your legs down.
Sounds like you don't have the appropriate size.
I've adjusted seats and stuff like that, and it's
adjust your seats all you want. It sounds like you have the wrong frame size of a bicycle. Your knees shouldn't hurt when bicycling, especially if they don't give you issues when you ride. I think the frame of your bicycle is too small. My bicycle is 2XL.
I don't know, man. I can set it so I can barely touch the ground. Like it's.
Oh, okay.
Like you know, it seems to be just fine and I said I put that all the way up so that I can fully extend my legs. Because otherwise, if I don't, it's just really uncomfortable after some time. So I've maxed it to where it's comfortable, but I just don't know. Bicycling is just not enjoyable as much, but maybe I just need to do it more. Maybe I need to build a muscle that I'm lacking in. I don't know.
I've been struggling I've been doing push-ups probably every 3 days, but I haven't done pull-ups I think it's going on 3 months now because like this right here throbs whenever I try to do a pull-up. So I thought taking a month off would heal whatever is wrong. Nope. Every single time I hop off my bicycle, go to a pull-up bar, and just do one, it still hurts. And now this is 3 months later. This arm is fine. This one,
tendon right here.
It's something right here. It's like my upper forearm, right before the crease. It just hurt. I don't know what you call it, but it hurts when I try to do a pull-up. So this is like month 3 without me doing pull-ups. I used to do pull-ups like every other day. So
yeah, like I said, if I did those like pull-down machines that you can, that you're doing like this, it's kind of like the opposite of a what do they call it? Fuck, I can't even think of the name.
Shoulder press. Shoulder press.
Yeah, it's the opposite of a shoulder press. It's a shoulder pull or whatever. The that same thing would happen to me right about in here. We just get
it's not healing.
Yeah, it's probably just like chronic inflammation. It's probably all diet related. Like I said, for that short period where I was trying to do like meat only, dude, that like all of that stuff seemed to just go away. Like my foot wasn't hurting, and that had hurt for a year straight, and it just was not inflamed anymore. But
my knees get tired from skateboarding, and I'm pretty sure that is less movement than biking. Yep, sounds like somebody new. Cisco Panch.
Yeah, Not Gamler. Gamler's got to come back.
Gambler is
yeah,
way
anyways,
better.
maybe it's just getting old, man. Being 40s.
I mean, I'm
How's
sure
your
it is.
yeah? How's your app going? Did you deploy it yet?
I was 90% done 4 months ago. Now I'm like 70% done.
The never-ending story, man.
I got prompts running right now. Like I let refactoring agents run overnight, and so now they're trying to merge back into master right now. This app is complicated. And every time someone asks me what does the app do, I can't explain it. I can only tell them the initial pitch, but I can't tell them all the other features for how it actually monetizes. I can't explain
Yeah.
it.
Well, because most people just want to know, what does this do for me?
Yeah. So I say it reduces risk for being on site doing a photo shoot or a video shoot. And that's clear and simple. But then when I try to explain like the monetization strategy and how it actually benefits people so that they can make money, I can't explain it. So
yeah.
Maybe I should practice that.
Practice the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like, I don't know. That could be like this AI word salad stuff that's happening. I saw this at work this week too. Like, you got a slide worth of stuff, and it's like, AI wrote the slide, and it just filled it with a bunch of shit where you couldn't really understand what the scope or the goal of the thing was. And man, it was like, huh?
All right, so I'm asking GPT to provide me a pitch as if I was pitching it to an investor. Let's see how many sentences it takes.
Do this. Pitch to me like I'm a 20-year-old, and then do 10-year-old, or do like halvesies. So like do it like I'm a 16-year-old, and then if it's not clear, do an 8-year-old, then 4-year-old, then 2-year-old.
Or a woman.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
If you can't, yeah. Oh, geez. Because if you can't communicate what something does, it's like you don't have a handle on it, and I don't know how they're supposed to handle it. Get a handle.
Yeah. So it just wrote like 6 paragraphs for its investor pitch.
Yeah.
So consolidate. Well, I'll just read it to you.
Or just
let me
ask it for an executive. Ask for an executive summary.
All right. HiveSync is the execution platform for high stakes work, where forgetting one step can cost money, trust, safety, or an irreplaceable moment. Today, expert knowledge is trapped in PDFs, videos, spreadsheets, checklists, and people's heads. Buyers do not need more content. They need outcome certainty. Creators do not just want more followers. They want to monetize their expertise as something people can actually execute. Teams do not need another dashboard. They need everyone following the same proven process in the field. HiveSync turns expert process into executable blueprints, workflows people can buy, assign, complete, prove, and improve. The platform has 4 connected surfaces: a web command center for building, selling, and managing workflows, a mobile execution app for offline field work, a marketplace for expert-built operational blueprints, and a trust layer that turns execution data into proof, reports, reviews, and reliability signals. Our first wedge is professional reporting and marketplace workflows for field services and high-stakes operations.
A mobile detailer, event planner, production crew, or service team can execute a workflow, capture evidence, and generate a client-facing proof report that creates immediate monetization through paid white label reports, pro subscriptions, team seats, and marketplace blueprint sales. A larger opportunity is executable expertise. Field service, event operations, creator commerce, home services, travel planning, training, and enterprise standard operating procedures all share the same problem. People buy advice, but value is created only when the work is done correctly. HiveSync owns that execution, or owns that execution layer. The marketplace gives us strong expansion loops. Experts sell blueprints. It's like another 4 paragraphs, but
yeah.
So then I could say provide a
asking for a one-liner, because what I'm hearing is it's a
summary.
It's a
one
field
line.
SOP tool with a marketplace for SOPs.
Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't even say that. Provide an executive summary as a one-liner for a high schooler or for a middle school student.
Yeah, because they won't even understand what an SOP is. So it'll be like, you know how like sometimes you go on field trips, like you're in the field and it's a trip, right?
Let's see what it says. Meanwhile, this merge prompt is still taking a while.
Did you see that anecdote that some company didn't put constraints on their cloud usage and ended up with a $500 million bill?
How long did they let it run for?
I don't know. There wasn't a lot of stuff. It was Polymarket posting it, so at least I don't know if it was some guy who works at an AI consulting firm or something posted about it.
So HiveSync helps people follow expert-made step-by-step plans on their phone, so important jobs get done right and can be proven afterward. That's the one-line pitch.
Yeah. AI consultant reveals the client accidentally spent $500 million in a single month after failing to set employee limits on cloud usage. It must be a big company because there's no company that can use $1 billion.
That's fake news. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Well, it's an anecdote, so it's not. I don't know if it's actually established. So it's on Reddit, and
I'm on the block. My name is Scott.
Tech startups, yeah.
You not.
Yeah, I wonder if the token thing, because one of the biggest yeah, everyone's like bullshit, calling bullshit on it. But I do wonder if the whole token usage thing is starting to come home to roost, because I'm seeing like Microsoft canceling theirs and their cloud subscriptions, and like just I'm hearing like people are starting to get sticker shock finally with it. Subsidies must be coming to an end.
Oh no. I just don't know.
I don't know what I don't know.
You figure out what you're going to occupy your mind with in regards to projects?
Because my two options for you is physical fitness and get the best dad bod ever by August, or you build something and get a revenue stream.
I don't think you know what the term dad bod means. Because, yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
Dad bod means like kind of a poochy stomach and like a just I don't know. It's just not like it's not fit.
Well, I thought a
But
dad bod was.
supposedly women love it, probably because they already have kids and are like, I just need someone to provide now.
Well, I thought a dad bod was like a reasonably fit middle-aged person with emphasis on reasonably. Like they obviously can't dedicate significant time to the gym, but they maintain.
Yeah, a dad bod,
maybe
short for dad body, is a slang term describing a male physique that is slightly soft or overweight, particularly around the midsection.
okay, so
But
no, I was wrong.
but still retains a recognizable foundational muscle in chest, arms, and legs.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. Like I have a dad bod.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get a mom bod. You should get a MILF bod. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking about transitioning.
Go for
Might
it.
be
Do
easier.
it. It'd probably be easier for you. Well, it would be easier for you to get a job 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. No. I got a job easy 4 years ago. Then I got another job easy. No, that was 6 years ago.
You sent me something.
Dude, time is weird, dilating for me weird right now. Cause like I saw something the other day and it was like, this was 5 years ago. And I go, there's no fucking way that was 5 years ago. No, it was 5 years ago. It's like we're 6 years off of like the off of the major COVID time period already. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I just think we're approaching 20 years since the big financial crisis, right? Which is 2008, 9. So 2 more years, 18 years off from that. I mean, hell, 9/11 was 25 years ago.
You know how many people were offing themselves during the Great Recession? Like, damn near every morning when I would watch the news, you would hear about like a father taking out their entire family and then offing himself. Like that was a crazy time, man.
Yeah, banking and the bankings. Yeah.
That was a really good movie though. The big
Short
movie. Yeah, that was
Big Short.
That was a good movie, man. That movie had me tear. It had me tear up. That was a big movie, man. So
yeah, I love those kind of like biopic type movies like that, or like real world event type movies. I don't know, what would you call that? Historical fiction? No, it's not historical fiction because that would put a fictional thing. It's kind of a biopic? Is that? I don't know. Like I like that one. I like Ford versus Ferrari. I like Wolf on Wall Street. Any sort of like historical, like Titanic, I liked too because it's based on a historical. Now that's historical fiction. You're historically something happened that's real, but you put some sort of fictional story within it. Yeah, I don't know. I watched a movie on BlackBerry. They did a story about how BlackBerry got started and how they fell. Did you have a BlackBerry Storm at all?
No.
With the click.
I didn't really understand BlackBerries in regards to like I mean I guess because they had a like what do you call it, a quirky keyboard, I guess. It was never really sold to me as like the ideal business device. And of course, 20 years ago or in 2008, I really wasn't about business in the first place. I mean, I knew people that had them, but yeah, make a long story short, I really wasn't attracted to a BlackBerry.
Yeah, I think the Storm was my first smartphone. Honestly, it was. Then I think I went to Windows Phone after that, and then finally to Android. Yeah. But BlackBerry invented the category, like, and it's kind of interesting. Like they talk about how it, like their innovation was basically the centralized server that would allow them to like send messages extremely fast. Like no one could figure out how to do this. Like they were trying to make smartphones and they couldn't figure out how to do email.
I interviewed with them in Florida
With BlackBerry?
Research in Motion.
Yeah. Oh, you dodged a bullet then.
Yeah, I took a flight from Cleveland to Miami to interview.
Yeah, and the CEO did like he did like a bunch of dirty tricks to get engineers from like Google and all of the big like places. Like he basically said like he sold them stock and like retroactively priced it or something like that. Or maybe he like it was something like he offered them stocks, but he offered it at the strike price that was like a historic strike price rather than current strike price or something like that. So basically like went and offered a bunch of people $1 million each in stock. And then what really sunk them though was the iPhone came out, and then the BlackBerry Storm came out, and the BlackBerry Storm was rushed, and they did it in China rather than making it in Canada or wherever they made it, and it was just shit. And like most of those got returned or whatever. I actually have one still. The battery kind of exploded on it, but or it got fat and then it wouldn't work. But if you took the back off, then it worked. It was really weird. But yeah, it's a very odd thing to use. It's not very intuitive. So yeah. But yeah, the guy in the movie has a total freak out after the iPhone comes out. He's like, I invented this category. I am the one who makes the things. It's like, no, you're old hat now. Let's buy another watch then.
What's the bracelet?
Oh yeah. No, I heard you have. I forgot to tell my wife your middle name. She'll get a kick out of that. I heard you listening to something about Seiko watches when I jumped on.
I just realized there's an engraving on the back. I told you about this bracelet. I got it for my birthday, but I just immediately just threw it in the dresser. And then like 5 years later, when I was like looking for something, I found it and I put it on. I'm like, oh, I like this. So it has my.
You showed me
but I just noticed this part.
Oh,
hold up.
You have to go back to the man you become, and son you'll always be. Oh, that's cool.
I literally just discovered this like 30 seconds ago. So I like this bracelet.
Some sentimental stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on the Grand Seiko. Like I've been researching the hell out of watches lately. Like now my YouTube feed is now all about watches and watchmakers. I
haven't started to be like, I'll make a watch now.
Well, I was looking at books on how to do watchmaking. I'm a geek, man.
You could do clockmaking. Wouldn't clockmaking be a little easy? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have kits on Amazon for clockmaking.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to start, man. Just get a kit and make a clock and be like, oh yeah, all right. Yeah. Now what do I need to do that better and smaller?
Yeah, like I used to fall asleep to astronomy videos, like astronomy, like stars, planets, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been falling asleep to like watchmaking videos. So, yeah.
Well, if you ever make a watch, make a wooden watch for me so my skin doesn't hurt, and then I'll wear it all day.
Pretty soon, I'll be making love to watchmaking videos in the background. TMI.
Yeah, they made that go. Rolex!
Roll over. Hey, gambler.
All right, we gotta be decent now. Gambler's done.
I should have told Cisco Pants that his knees don't get tired from skateboarding. Anyways, oh, that was a joke.
Oh yeah, they get grayed out for me. Did they get kicked off or something, or is it just that means it's been addressed? Like if you click on Gambler's High,
Oh, it's faded.
Yeah, then unclick it once. I want to see if it fades. Yeah, that's the affordances. You already looked at this message. I got it.
I'm from the block. My name is Scott. I'd be like, G you not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on the Grand Seiko. I'm not gonna tell you how much I'm gonna spend on it because everybody would look at me and try to smack me.
Yeah, you do have a bit of a spending problem, don't you?
I don't think so because everything I buy is with cash. I don't borrow money to pay for things. I don't use credit cards. Did you know?
Yeah,
that?
I guess it depends on what you're. Yeah, I know because we talked about credit cards one day, and I told you should have one.
Nope.
Specifically for online
fraud
transactions. Yeah. You don't want to worry about your checking account, or at least make sure you don't keep a lot in your checking.
Oh, I keep a lot of my checking.
Oh, dude, and you're leaving money on the table. Then put it in like a money market or something.
So let me tell you something, right? So when the United States kidnapped Maduro, you know what I did? I think I told you what I did.
Cocaine? No, you didn't. Yeah.
No, so I bought Chevron, ExxonMobil, and Halliburton. And Halliburton damn near went up 40% just in the past like 3 months since the kidnapping.
Oh damn!
Yeah, they all did well, which I'll continue to stick with. I coined this phrase that every event I can turn into my own personal opportunity. So yeah, I saw that kidnapping. I'm like, oil. I took all my investments and just started buying up oil companies in Halliburton. Because I remember Halliburton, they surged during the second Iraq war because that's like United States preferred contractor whenever they go to war. And so I'm like, snapped up Halliburton, and that just surged. That's my best performer right now. I won't charge you for that advice.
No, so I work in a fintech thing, so it's like I have to like, I don't know, I'm supposed to get approvals or something on stock trades or something like that, or maybe I just need to report them all. But it's unclear to me what the rules are, so I haven't done a lot of active trading or anything like that. All I've done is just shove what I have into mostly VOO, and just let it work because VOO. If you look at it historically,
what's VOO?
Like Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
Like they're like if you look at their historical performance, like you'd have to crash the entire world for that to go down. It's a mutual fund, I think. So it's like you look at their maximum time frame, and they've just gone up, but it's steady. It's not like crazy. There's a couple dips here and there, like COVID. Actually, this year on March 27th, there was a pretty big dip, and then in April of 2025, there was a dip, but now they're at like, I don't know, and their 5 year is like I don't know, what are they up? They went from 300 to they're currently like $600 or $700 a share.
The gas prices are crazy, dude. Like, it cost me $25 to fill up my motorcycle.
Yeah. Wait until the Iran war ends. Actually, that'll probably make a big play if that doesn't end in the next couple months. Midterms might be rocky, but although midterms are probably looking better now because of the redistricting efforts. But yeah, once the strait is fully open and Iran's back to actually producing oil, I think it's going to be nuts because we've bolstered all of the ability for us to build and send out oil based on what happened with Venezuela. So we'll just be, pumping it out, I guess.
It costs more to process Venezuelan oil, but yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's why it's like gas prices are going up for us, because the big confusing point for people is like, well, if we're the number one energy producer, we're producing so much oil, like why isn't it cheaper? Like if we're the number one exporter of energy, why is it not cheaper for us? Or why is it getting more expensive? And it's like partially it's because the global market set the price of crude. But it's also the refinery situation. Like our refineries are set up to refine like that heavy, dirty stuff, but what we get is not that generally. And so we have to import it from Saudi Arabia or, from the Middle East for our oil. I don't know. It's really weird. But it has to do with the refinery situations and what we can refine and deliver.
So I learned that watches are like motorcycles. They're not really practical. It's just they're both a hybrid of art and Marvel engineering, or engineering marvels.
Are you still getting the hum off of my laptop, by the way?
You could take 200 disparate parts and consolidate it within like 38 millimeters and put it on your wrist with no battery required. And it'll last for a lifetime with, periodic service. I don't know. This stuff is just interesting.
Yeah.
What did you ask me?
Do you still get the hum off of my laptop on my mic?
Yeah.
So like, how about now?
Soft.
It's off. Okay, yeah, it's the cooling plate I have then. So. Anyways, I stopped my nicotine experiment to see if that was what was messing up.
Good. I'm sure that it didn't help your situation. I honestly don't know why you did that.
Maybe I don't care as much as about, I don't know. Yeah, just trying stuff, but I don't know. Now I'm like, maybe I should start it back up again because it clearly maybe wasn't that, or maybe it is. I need to give it a couple of weeks. But I don't understand why people they say like, oh, it's really painful to quit nicotine after you're using it. Like, I didn't find it painful at all. Or oh, I must go get this now. I mean, maybe you have to do it for years and years.
How much were you taking and how frequently?
Man, I was getting up there on usage. It was like I was going from the 3s to 6, and then I had like many a day. Like, it was a lot.
And this is chewables. You weren't smoking.
No, it's pouches. And actually, I got pouches still, but they're not nicotine pouches. They're I got these ones I'm trying now, which are nootropic alpha mushroom kind. I don't know. They're like, it's a mix of like mushrooms, like not mushrooms, but it's like lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga. Yeah, I don't know. I also have these ones too, which I think I just finished out on, but neither of them really do it the way that those nicotine patches do, though. Or pouches, not patches. Pouches. But I don't know. I had to try it once. Gotta break bad while you're still alive, right? Yeah.
Not really. My bike is in the shop. It's been there since Tuesday. Hopefully, they give it back to me today. Cost of ownership is a real thing. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
I said the cost of ownership is a real thing.
And
you should get a tricked out snowmobile.
I got a decent.
I got it. I bet you once the stuff gets merged. Once the stuff gets merged in, I think I'm about to have 2,200 automated tests. Oh, who you say?
I was gonna say on the snowmobile, like I bought it because my brother-in-law. Are we desynced? I think we're desynced.
No.
I'm gonna leave and come back in because okay. If I say 1, you see 1?
No, it's 1. It's
now.
It's because no. Hear me out. Wait, hold up. It's because I'm doing a lot of crap on this machine. So like I started building my solution, and then I have prompts running in ChatGPT or Codex. So remember last Friday, like I showed you my task manager and it was at 100%, and that was correlated to our communication being choppy. That's what's happening right now. Because I still refuse to open up my new MacBook M5 that costs like $6,500. It's sitting there. The biggest reason why I'm not taking it out the package is because I don't know my passwords to log into all these subscriptions and email accounts that I have. And I know sooner or later I just have to figure it out. But that's the biggest reason. It's like I don't know how to get into any of my accounts. At least on my Lenovo laptop, like all this stuff is cached. So like it just immediately puts in my credentials for all these websites.
Is it cached in Chrome?
Yeah.
Dude, if you go there and use Chrome, it'll be there.
Okay.
You just have to make sure it's synced to, like, Chrome is syncing.
Okay, I didn't know that because that's the biggest reason.
It's stored to the browser, not to the browser, not to the machine. So if you open up your thing, like if you want to do a test, grab any other laptop you have, download Chrome and see if it works.
So 90% of it, I would assume it's cached in Chrome. But then like there's this whole passphrase movement where like other accounts, I just simply put my finger on the biometrics pad and I'm in.
ASCII. Yeah.
You said ASCII. What? Oh, passkey.
ASCII. Yeah.
Like, what does ASCII have to do with this? What you know about that EPSIDIC? But you know what EPSIDIC stands for? You know what EPSIDIC stands for? EPSIDIC.
EPSIDIC? What's is it EP? What's the actual?
EBSODIC. EPSIDIC.
EBSODIC.
It competes with ASCII. You mean to tell me you never did mainframe programming? We had the conversation about mainframe. We had the conversation about big Indian and little Indian. You knew about that?
Yeah, that's the computer like 101 thing. But no, I haven't heard of that. Gosh, what is it?
EPSIDIC.
Episodic memory is a type of long-term explicit memory that involves a conscious recollection of specific person. Oh, I think I spelled episodic wrong there.
Episodic?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I don't think I spelled the word right. Is it EBSI? Episodic versus ASCII. Extended binary coded decimal interchange code. Episodic. EBCDIC.
Would you say that again? EC.
Extended binary coded decimal
Here we go.
interchange.
Yeah.
code.
Okay. So it's just another encoding. Yeah. It's just an IBM encoding, which I don't think I've ever used. We used, God, what? I'm trying to remember which encoding I used whenever on. I think we used like Win 1252 or something like that at my first job. I had to deal with some encoding issues there because we generally use Win 12. It was like Win 1252. Yeah, Win 1252 encoding character set, which is fairly ASCII supportive, but there's like some things that you had to do. So I remember one time in my career, I wrote like a small mapping table where you convert these characters to their equivalent in ASCII or Windows 1252 or whatever VMS was using. VMS default encoding was not UT. It was the DEC multinational character set, maybe. It's a 7-bit ASCII base. Or maybe it was this ISO 8859. No, encodings are interesting. Yeah.
Let's look at clocks for me to buy. But I don't have time to build a clock if I'm trying to deliver the first version of this mobile app. I want to build a clock.
Maybe building a clock is needed to feed your soul.
It is, man. I'm going through some things as always. DIY clock. Can I say that? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Just don't leave out the L.
Yeah, I was looking at this. And it got glowing reviews.
More like
look, it's 5 stars.
You're not building the clock though. You're building the clock, but you're not building the like internals, the mechanisms, right?
I thought it was, but maybe you're right.
So I think that's the like housing for the thing. Although those like kits and stuff, those are pretty like cheap and everything. So
Well, this one.
although that one you might be, maybe. What's the actual mechanism for it? Is it are the gears actually functional?
It's not the prettiest.
Decorative. Is it just decorative? DIY mechanical wall.
You should be able to ask AI. It's on the mobile app. Is it on the website?
It is interesting to me that we were able to figure out whatever gear ratios we need to figure out, plus a mechanism that keeps continually runs. Yeah. You can get into watch repair. There you go.
My son would love this.
Here you go. Did you buy this book already? It's called Watchmaking by George Daniels. It has 5 stars.
No, that's it.
Or 4.8 stars. Somebody didn't like it. There's always someone. Who didn't like it? Who gave it 3 stars? Wait, no. 1% gave it 1 star, 2 stars.
My name is
Too much
Scott.
stuff and grand. Great book, but damaged. I hate when people do that. Like you're commenting on the quality of the book rather than the content of the book. I guess if you're a collector, maybe, but great, but not for beginners. Well, there you go. Oh yeah. Well, there's some like math in there. They got all like the gears. Dude, this is cool looking thing.
Yeah, I think I want to buy this.
Hold on, let me switch back to stream. The scroll up again? Is this the wooden one? Or oh no, wooden puzzles. Yeah. Oh, those are fun. Marble runs are fun.
Oh, you've done one before?
I've done types of marble run type things before, yeah. They're usually not that impressive though.
Oh, it gets old after half an hour of watching it.
Yeah.
I'm on the block. All right. Clock. Build.
For adults. Or maybe it's watch build.
Well, watch is too small, man. Like, if you want to assemble it, it has to be approachable.
I'm surprised you haven't bought the Swansoft Timeographer number 1000 multifunctional watch tester yet.
No, I haven't bought it. I used to work for, so I told you I was a machinist early.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in high school, I was a machinist. And so they used to build clocks. They used to build something called atomic clocks. They would sell it for like, $10,000-$15,000. And that was back in the day. Like, so that was a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, isn't atomic clocks like ones where it's like it's perfect and it's synchronized with everything or something like that?
Yeah.
I can't remember what the whole deal with atomic clocks was, but you should retire and become a watch repairman, maker of fine watches. Grand Nimrod watches. Oh, so you ever go through and go to Amazon and like you're looking up a topic and then there's just something totally random that matches the keyword in there? Like I looked up watchmaking.
Pocket rocket.
Like, there's screws, there's some books, there's like a quartz clock, mechanism, glossary of watchmaking, another book, and then it's making hubby watch. Wealthy couples break rigid shared wife. Like what? That's just, it's between two watch books. It's making hubby watch. Wealthy couple breaks rigid shared wife.
Yeah.
Like it's a porn book basically, or a smut book in the middle of watchmaking.
Smut.
Oh yeah, here's it. Making him watch in the Maldives. It must be a whole series. Oh, and there's Chop, Fry, Watch, Learn. Fu Pai Mei and the making of modern Chinese food. Yeah. The science of watch repair simplified. It was interesting how much, books there are on watchmaking. Watchmaking. God.
What? Yeah, what math? I never knew what's the difference between geometry and trigonometry?
That's a good question. Trigonometry is definitely triangles, right? And it's generally around cosine. Is it a subset of geometry?
No, geometry is all about getting the area, and everything that has to do with a triangle is always 180, right? All the angle,
all three angles have to add up to 180 degrees, right? Let me see.
Yeah, it's like the science of triangles versus, or the math of triangles versus the math of general thing. Isn't it weird how like we're basically having an ADD or ADHD session here, where it's like, let's talk about
like we go every 5 minutes.
Let's talk about our app. Oh, let's talk about watches. Now let's talk about trigonometry.
Yeah, but you notice what we're not doing? We're not talking about celebrity gossip and what so and so did to someone else. Like we care about things and ideas.
Specialist, yeah, like I said, it's a subset of geometry. I zeroed in on triangles. Cosine, sine, tangent. Was it atan, arc tangent? Isn't that one too? And like, yeah, man, it's been a while. Like you learn all this stuff at some point in your life, so you know it exists, but then you never really need to use it very often, unless you get into that particular field and stuff like that. Like, I suppose like nowadays, if you're doing something like, I don't know, like woodworking, and you're trying to figure out what you should make the length of some other side, you just go to the calculator and be like, or go to ChatGPT now and say, given this, what function do I use to get the opposite side? You know, and then you Google it just to make sure it's not lying to you. Yeah, there's that too. Reggie's got a vet appointment this morning.
Yeah, that's a 4-inch animal in your zoo. You got a cat,
Reggie.
You got 2 dogs, you got a turtle, you got
I guess we got 2 turtles, but hamster, cat, 2 dogs. It's not my doing. I'd just be fine with the dogs. Well, and the cat, because the cat's there for mousing.
Your house has to have a stench to it.
Yeah, it probably does. Either smells like wet. Well, the turtles, if they get going, man, they don't. If you don't clean them out, or my wife does cleaning, because I was like, I don't want these things. I'm like, they're gross. No, but she's obsessed with them. So yeah.
I'm on the block.
Merging pending changes to master.
My name is
I've been using Codex rather than Claude for the last week, though, and it has got considerably less headaches. Although they just released Opus 4.8, so now I'm like, well, shit, do I try that now again to see if it's better?
What are your thoughts about Codex?
Like I said, it's been better. It's more productive. I've had less frustrating, like, no, you're doing that fucking wrong, you idiot, moments with Codex than I have with Claude since 4.7 came out. But now they released 4.8, so I don't know. Maybe it's better again. You know, I think Codex is supposed to be still better at terminal software engineering, but
well, I like the interface because when so admittedly I never did anything with Claude, but when Odie tried to show me Gemini CLI, I had that interface was so confusing to me.
Yeah, and Gemini's the worst. Like,
no,
Gemini is the bottom of the barrel for things. Like, I'm surprised Google, like, they're doing really good at images and video and stuff like that for AI. Their software stuff sucks. Like, like it's just not good. So it's basically Codex and Claude, and then you could get into the Chinese ones or whatever for the harnesses, anyways. Cursor to a lesser extent now, and now that XAI has got their Grok build now that they're building out. I'm curious to see how that goes. But like I told you before, so you're using the Codex desktop app then?
Yeah, and I've been waiting for the Android app to come out so I could just build stuff while I'm driving, while I'm riding my motorcycle. Like, I can't wait for the app to come out so I could just keep sending prompts or keep enabling periodic tasks instead
You
of
can do
always
that.
having to be
You can
home.
you can do that with Claude.
Yeah, they have a mobile app. Well,
Well,
they have it for iOS, but they didn't have it for Android.
well, they don't. I'm pretty sure. Like, I thought you could use Claude as remote control.
No, I'm not talking about Claude. I'm talking about Codex.
Oh, yeah, stupid. I hate Apple so much. Yeah, remote control collects to blah 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 is a Claude app for iOS and Android. I don't know why you would do that. Like, it's so easy to make cross-platform apps for websites or for Android and iOS. I don't know why you'd only make one, unless it's trying to get it through whatever. But well, I mean, I've got the let me see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Claude's got their like remote control, so you can like if you fallen asleep. Did you get enough sleep last night?
I actually fell asleep. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You ever wake up in a dream and just get pissed off that you got woken up during the middle of a dream?
I had a dream that some chick was sleeping around, and I woke up and I called her and I told her off. I was upset. That dream was so real to me. Even though I knew it was a dream, I was still upset because why would I dream about that? Like, something has to be happening. Yeah, I told her off. So
yeah, hopefully that's true because I had a dream last night that my dad and I went to the city, like let's say it's like an hour away from here, and I met this like old teacher or something there. I was like, "Oh, how's it going?" And we were talking and stuff, and then we were all trying to leave. And my dad thought I would get a ride home with her, so he just left me. And I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, you just left. And then I found out later. Yeah, and then my mind decided to include my wife in there too, and be like, "Oh yeah, she was there too, and she also left." Like,
oh, wow.
you all just abandoned me here.
The worst dreams aren't nightmares. It's dreams where you connect with people that are no longer here, and you can't distinguish that you're in a dream. And then once you wake up, you realize that it felt so real. It felt so real, and then you're just so disappointed that it wasn't, because you were actually like with that person and you're talking to that person and you're sharing experiences with that person, and then you realize that it was all an illusion. That sucks, man. So it really sucks. You can tell I'm bothered by it. Those are worse than nightmares.
Somebody came up. I heard this theory. Was it last week sometime? Anyways, it doesn't matter. And a theory about why we dream, and they think that he thinks that they figured it out. The reason that we dream is to make sure that our mental faculties don't take over our processing power for vision when we're not using it. So like we close our eyes and sleep, and so we're not using our visual processing part of our brain. And once you stop using something for a while, it like the brain will take it away. So like I think the idea is like blind people have enhanced other senses, you know, they kind of make up for it. They're reusing that processing power. And so in order to prevent the brain from stealing your visual processing power, it creates basically, you know, these kind of like dreams and stuff to use that visual processing space or whatever. It's really interesting that like it makes total sense.
Believe that?
I don't know. It makes total sense. Who knows what the science is behind it, but
there's been times where I've literally woke myself out of a dream. Like, I've literally done it when I realized that I was dreaming while I was still dreaming. Like, has that happened to you before? And I think we probably talked about it.
Yeah, not really.
I remember I had a dream. It was probably a couple of dreams where I'm trying to read a book or a magazine, and I cannot make out the words. And I know for a fact, because I remember this from a Batman cartoon. I knew for a fact that in a dream you can't read. Like, you can look at something that has text on it, but you cannot read a book, a magazine, or something on the screen. You can't do it. I challenge you to. You can't do it. And that's when I knew I was a dream. That's when I snapped out of my sleep. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess if it's a visual processing, mechanism, you wouldn't have comprehension probably. Although you remember.
What's also interesting.
Memory involved.
What's also interesting. What's also interesting is like, I think psychedelics, they have to have something in common with the dream state. Because I remember when I had my first time doing shrooms, I took it on the beach, nothing happened, and then I went back to my laptop. So I went back home and I started doing work again. I started writing code, and all of a sudden, like, on the editor, I couldn't write code. Like, my analytical faculties, it just stopped. I couldn't write syntax anymore. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why is this so? Why am I struggling to write a line of code? And then I realized that it was kicking in, and then it did kick in. So, hence, I think there's a relationship between dream states and psychedelics.
Yeah, it's all the mind doing crazy things, making new synapses and crazy stuff, man.
Well, with that said, I mean, you have to believe that there's intelligent design. I mean, you don't have to believe that there's a woo-woo virgin birth and talking snake and God loves people. But surely you have to believe that there's intelligence that designed these faculties, right? Or the architecture. No? You think several billion years can still result in architecture and this type of engineering without any guiding hand? You think things just self-assemble? Well, just like gravity.
Here's the problem.
It's you and I talking over an internet, being 3,000 miles away, with people flying over our heads, like probably 10,000 people right now flying 20,000 feet over our 30,000 feet over our heads. You think all of that is just from random atoms that self-assemble over 4 billion years?
Well, not over. Well, over who knows how long, really.
Well, I mean,
like, I know we know how long.
1.5, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly, and that's what we can observe. Though we don't actually know the nature of reality. But the thing I always struggle with it is you always have this like 1 + 1 problem or n+1 problem. It's like, all right, if we were intelligently designed by something intelligent, how did that thing become intelligent?
I agree. But that doesn't negate intelligent design, though. I understand what you're saying, and I agree, and it's a credible argument, but that still doesn't diffuse how do you have complex architecture that is so efficient that isn't guided by intelligence?
It's it's learning machines. I mean, that's the deal, is you have like single-celled organisms that become a collective, and then the
same argument goes towards matter can neither be created nor destroyed. So what created atoms?
You can create, like, matter, and it can be created or destroyed. That's just
it can't. It could be converted. It can't be created.
Yeah, no, there's models that create matter and stuff like that. It's just under like, was it Newtonian physics? It can't be. What's the branch of physics that says that?
You can have.
Because I asked this question a long time ago.
No. Like when you create matter, you still have to create it from other matter. It's converting. You can't create an atom from scratch. You can convert it, right? So E equals mc squared, whatever. Like you can transition one type of atom to another type of atom, given some type of like, I don't know, concoction or ingredients, but you can't just produce oxygen atoms from a void. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, we can't, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Like,
I'm okay with being wrong, but I'm fairly confident that you cannot create matter or atoms from a void. What you can do is you can take atoms and then with other factors, you can convert it to other types of atoms, right?
Yeah, I'm looking up now. Yeah, there's a quantum field theory allowing temporary particle fluctuation. Nothing in the physics. Quantum vacuum field, blah, 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 not absolute nothing. Creating matter in the universe overall. Some cosmological theories involve matter creation during the early universe, inflation or gravitational energy, but conservation of loss and usually get stuff for free at no cost. Yeah, I mean, there's some sort of thing, but then you just, again, it's another 1+1 problem, right? Why does anything exist at all? Is the big question, right? And we only know our observable universe. For all we know, we're imagining everything under a presumed set of like rules that we've been governed in to follow. For all we know, the world was created 5 seconds ago, and all of our memories were just injected into our heads, and what we thought was lived experience wasn't really lived experience. Like, there is so much we can't know about the way. So in the observable universe, yeah, like you can't really make that stuff, but you can't derive like any sort of metaphysical conclusions from it. But in terms of like, could you devise could if you start with a single-celled organism on a long enough time frame, could it organize into something as complex as what we have? It must have, right? It's a system. It's a teleological system. And if you look at there's like this teleological argument for creationism or whatever, which is that a God didn't actually come in and physically design humans or whatever. They came in and like what it did is like created the system or created the atmosphere or the nature to allow a system to develop to where we got, it's an evolutionary habitat. But dude, it's like, yeah, I used to think like intelligent design was a decent kind of theory, but I don't think it holds muster. It's possible, certainly possible. It's as possible as evolutionary theory. It's as possible as any other theory that you want to do for how and why we exist and why anything in the universe exists, which is the biggest question of all. Why does anything exist at all? Like why? Why does matter exist at all? Maybe we'll find that out when we die. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe we just cease. So weird. Yeah. Your agents are stealing all your...
Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Well, it's a combination of this video stream.
Yeah.
And then my agent stopped. My agent completed like maybe 2 minutes ago. But then when I started my compiler again, then it started getting choppy. So it's a combination of the compiler codecs, just the sessional codecs and all the memory, and then this video streaming that really clamps down. Oh yeah, and the Google browser, because that's heavy.
Yeah. I was thinking about like an interesting premise for a book would be like that we were like there's a metaphysical world around us, right? Or that we exist in a different, what we perceive as a different space. And that really what we are is like, we're actually just AI agents that our extra brain capacity is used as a processing units. But it's like, it's just strategically hidden from the simulation that our brains aren't using the whole collective. So that's just like computing power.
I would answer your question about why does anything exist? Because the universe would be a huge waste of space if it didn't.
Well, why does a universe exist? Like, why does anything exist?
Well, the universe is 99% void, right?
Well, why does it exist at all, though? So, like, this is an impossible question. Like, right? We can't think about something like the universe, not even empty space, the absence of things, but even space itself, we can't think of being as something that doesn't or can't exist. It's so weird. But why does space exist?
Yeah. So you asking that question, I think proves my point. You asking that question. Okay, I'm out for today. See you. All right, see you again. You asked that question, I think proves my point that there's higher intelligence. Else, things wouldn't exist at all.
Well, then you just, the thing is all we ever do by pushing it out by one is say that, okay, if we can explain our existence, how can we explain that existence? And then it's just the same problem over and over again. And this happens with this like cosmological thing. There has to be an unmoved mover, like the start of everything, the thing that came into existence, because otherwise you're just in infinity, and then you get into absurdities. And maybe the universe is just absurd and has no meaning or purpose. And there's so much like I just like it.
Yeah. I mean, you have a point.
It's just like
how does, again, I don't believe in like talking snakes and virgin births. Like I don't accept that. But to your point, for something or some things, because I don't think it has to be singular, to be a master architect or a master designer, it still had to acquire wisdom in order for it to do that. It just doesn't, like, so to your point, like everything requires training. If I would like to think that everything requires training if there's an ideal architecture. And you get the point about, the dream state and why we dream. And basically what you were saying is, and really these are the words of Odie. He said the human body, or not even the human body, like biological bodies in general are masters of efficiency. Whatever it doesn't use, it just turns off, so to preserve energy, right? And so to me, that's by design. I don't understand how random atoms can do that. But to your point, if it's by design, then who designed the designer? How did the designer train to learn that? Like,
then you get into the metaphysical thing, which is why, like, whenever people are like, "Oh, I only believe in science and religion," they're not at odds with each other. They're different questions entirely. Yeah. They're totally different questions. And the only thing that they're really fighting about isn't religion. It's the interpretation of like these stories or metaphors or whatever you would say, and how they apply to or how they contradict what's observable or what people theorize is observable. But it's like, No, it's like we don't know anything about the metaphysical nature of the world. Like I said, it's entirely plausible that 2 seconds ago everything popped into existence, and we haven't been talking to each other for years. We just think we have. Like we imagine those
Well,
experiences. We believe we
uh,
did because we lived them, but we don't know right now that we did live them.
I mean, that kind of makes me think about the speed of light and what we perceive is happening in real time, even though it's already happened, several seconds, several minutes, several hours, or several years ago. So, like, for example, I think that's natural sunlight that's that I could see you in, right? But
No, that's light, but
oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, you know how they say like the light from the sun is actually, or when you look at the sun, you're looking at 8 minutes in the past of what the sun looked like.
yeah,
So you look at the moon, you're looking at 1.3 seconds in the past of what the moon looked like. So to your point, yeah, like reality really isn't current reality. It could be from, yeah, I don't know. I'm not as quick in that domain as you are to articulate myself, but I think I understand what you're getting at.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Like I like totally. We could be in the simulation, and somebody could have just paused the simulation in some other world's time, metaphysical world time, for years, and we're just starting back up again right now. Like we don't know how much time has passed in the. We have no idea what the metaphysical universe looks like, and what its metaphysical universe looks like. If you just want to say we're in an infinite recursion of simulations, or it's fun to think about though, like, and it's fun to theorize. But
the last thing I want to talk about, like squirrel, right? Is
yeah,
keep hopping like topics.
dynamite.
Oh my god! Like I get these questions. Hey Scott, did you use AI today? Like this is like the new agile, man. It's like AI comes in the spray can now, and
Yeah,
I don't even think they really understand why they're asking that question, except for checking off a box.
yeah, it's the wrong question too. Did you use AI today effectively, or did you use AI and actually accomplish something? And I thought your place didn't like AI, and now it loves AI. Like,
Then I got into a back and forth match with the lead with my development lead, because I'm like, these people are asking me if I use AI today. It's coming up every day where they're saying, "Hey, we need to tag work items with if we use AI in it." And I'm like, this stuff could be automated. They don't have to ask us. They can literally like review the Copilot usage in the prompts, and then they could generate a report and correlate the time, the date, and what's on the Jira board that has our name attached to it. But they're not going to do that. That's asking too much.
well, just do this from now on.
And you can have AI automate that, so it just works.
Yeah.
But,
So if you use GitHub or if you use GitLab or whatever, get the CLI tool, and then just when you're done, have it push the code for you. Have it put that marker on there, and then just have it record into a local database. Create a little tool with it that records the AI usage and sends out a report every week of everything that it did. And then you just go ahead and automate away their stupid questions, like, and just proactively have it do it. Hello, this is son of Scott, and this week Scott used AI on 20, and you can give it a kind of a faux British accent, like a today Scott did 20 AI things. I don't know.
it reminds me of like, how many lines of code did you write today? Like that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
it's no longer focused on like solving the actual challenge of the business. It's more of
Mandates. Yeah.
like I'm thankful that I have a paycheck. I just yeah, I have gratitude that I have paycheck and I have opportunity. I just don't understand certain things. So,
Yeah.
on that note, all right. Well, happy Friday. I hope I get
Yep.
my motorcycle today. So,
Yeah, we'll see you next week. I don't think I've got anything going. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yep. Maybe next week.
all right. See you. Bye.
Bye.
That was funny.